welcome along and welcome back to Purbeck Valley. We are heading down to the shop in the class this morning because we need to continue, or we need to actually do the contracts that we were trying to do at the end of the previous day. We of course do have a front 3-point on this class, which is what we were lacking from the Vultra that prevented us from doing it yesterday. So we're going to hook up the mower to this, and we're going to hook up the baler, and we're going to go round and mow, bale, and wrap in one pass. We're also going to try it with the largest bales that we can on this baler. I think this does do bigger bales, which is good, because we want as few bales to bring back as possible with those 2 bale carriers. So we'll back this up to our wheel baler, get this hooked up, and I think the 2 fields we've got to do this morning are fairly close to each other. So the 2 contracts we've got are on fields 44 and 45. Which one do we get the equipment on? So we got the equipment with 45, so we want to do, well, we're going to do both of them at the same time. 44 and 45 should be, oh, I think they're somewhere up the top. There we are, right up the top, right next to each other. So fairly lengthy journey up the middle and up to the actual dairy farm at the top of the map. So let's head up there and get started on these. And them being next to each other actually is pretty good for us for doing this, well, doing these 2 fields together at the same time. I just realized this is the first job that we've done with this class, so this is really breaking it in. Is it this field here? No, it's the next one along, and I think we get into it just along here. Yeah, there's an entrance just here. Gap in the fence, and that brings us into field 44. So let's check our bale sizes. Can we change the bale size on this? I'm not sure we can. Oh, and I've forgotten the net wrap. Right, back to the shop. I need to go and grab some net wrap. That's really annoying. We don't have the money for it either. That's even more annoying. So put simply, we have a big problem. We are going to have to sell something to get things moving again here. So let's turn the tractor off. And I have an idea. We do have some silage bales, and the whole idea is to get ourselves into a position where we can mow and we can wrap our own silage and our own hay bales again, ready to get our cows through the winter. And we kind of got to do that today as well. So the thing I'm going to do is we're going to get this hooked up. We're going to head down to our yard, and we're going to go and grab 4 silage bales and sell those. If we can sell those, that will make us a load of money. We may even be able to use these to complete this contract, which actually I don't really want to do. So let's see how we do. If we can, that might be quite useful. Complete these contracts and then get all of the bales off the fields for ourselves. So let's unfold that and then unfold this. I don't know how many bales this is going to take, but we are definitely going to need those in order to complete this contract. Oh, this day is just really, really bad for us at the moment. I don't know whether we're going to make it out the other side without having to sell something big. Thankfully, there are plenty of things around the farm we can sell. We've got cows, we've got silage, we've got all sorts of stuff that is sellable. Our monthly costs, of course, are not that high, thankfully. We've got a couple of bits and pieces. Right, we want to try and separate these enough to put them straight onto the grab. And yeah, this is going to diminish our silage bales a bit, but we should come out the other side of this contract with a decent amount of money and a decent amount of silage bales as well. We can always sell excess silage bales, which is kind of what we're doing at the moment. Right, let's see if these will fit on here without too much incident. Yeah, not quite wide enough, but that's okay. We can drop one there, like so, and position the other one in place there, like that, and then this one over as well. So this should then come into that like that, and we'll place that on there. I can load them in these stirrups, but it actually is a fairly easy thing to do this. So let's lift that and fold that, and those should then sit there quite nicely. And if we turn this around, we'll make it nice and easy for us to load the second lot in. Yeah, this is not really what you're meant to be using contract equipment for, but it will give us, hopefully, the boost we need. I'm hoping I got these two on here wide enough that they'll actually fit on. Oh yeah, look at that. Oh, it's just about wide enough. Maybe this could go horribly wrong. Nope, that's perfect. Right, so turn this off. We will drive that forward, pick it up like so, and fold it. Now, where can we sell silage? Let's have a look. We've got two places, biogas plant and straw and hay sell point. Both are very close in price, so that's really good news. Our contracts are going to straw and hay sell point, both going to the straw and hay sell point. So we want to take this to the biogas plant, which I think is not too far from us. We should get about 7,000 for this. We've got 14,000 liters on here, and the BGA is in here. So let's jump out and open this up. I think the straw, the sell point as well for where we've got to deliver the bales is up around here as well. So we kind of want to avoid driving over that. In fact, that is there. That is where we have to deliver stuff to. Where we're going is over here. And I'm hoping that just by bringing these down and opening this up, that might sell these. Please? No? Am I gonna have to bring my front loader up here to get these into this sell point? Because that is the point at which you'd sell them, and they're not going there. Let's have a quick look at the triggers. Yep, we're in the trigger. Look, the trigger is right there, and it's not taking it. Is this one of those maps where you have to own the sell point in, or own the BGA in order to do it? Oh, that is just really horrible. But it's just getting worse and worse for us on here. And now I can't even pick these back up for some odd reason. I need to put them into the straw and hay sell point, and I'm going to have to. I think our best bet is actually going to be just to sell these silage bales and go and make our own and ignore the contracts, because at the moment we are gonna spend our entire day just trying to get some money together for some net wrap, and we can't even do that. Finally got those two bales picked up. This is from the contract. So if I drive these over, are these going to... this is where it becomes hard, because I've now got to drive these over here and hope they don't go in for the contract and then cancel the contracts. So let's see. If I drive that there, doesn't immediately sell them. That's good news. Let's see the trigger. We are well within the trigger. So what I'm going to do is cancel the contract, drop these bales in here, and hope that it all works. I mean, these contracts are worth more money than that, but if I can't get them started, then it doesn't make any difference. I am slightly worried, though, what might happen if I do these cancelled here now. I am slightly worried what might happen if I cancel these now, whether these bales will actually be sold or not. I think our best bet is to probably get our other tractor up here and load these in manually and get these bales dropped off first. So let's back out of here. In fact, yeah, we've had a little bit of delivery with this just sitting here. So that does worry me a little bit. Let's move these out the way. We'll drop these off in this shed. And then we'll cancel the contract and we'll bring the actual tractor up here. I'm not even sure if these will drop off or whether they will disappear with the machine. So yeah, I'm not risking this. I think we are too far down this rabbit hole and in too much trouble at this point to actually try and do something smart like that. Let's switch over to the rear here, and with any luck we can just get our front loader tractor up here, come and deliver these and make the money that way. It's going to take us a little bit more time, but I think it's going to be a much safer way of doing things here when it could go so horribly wrong. So now that we've unloaded those, let's head back into the contracts. We will cancel that contract, yes. And we will cancel that contract, yes. And collect on both. So collect and collect. Right. And actually, there's a couple of harvesting contracts and things. Oh, no, these we came across yesterday. I have definitely dug myself a bit of a hole with all of this. And it's taken us nearly half the day to sort this problem out. I'm not happy with it. But we can now at least get these bales loaded up and sold and make a bit of money from them. Don't know why we weren't able to sell them in the BGA. It is possible. I know on some maps you could only ever sell things at the BGA if you actually owned it. There we go. 1,810. Oh, wow. So this is not going to give us a huge amount of money. I hope the fact that we own the... Well, we own the baler and we own the... and we own the actual silage wrapper. So we now need to get ourselves a cheap mower and a cheap windrower. Can we do that without too much trouble? Just having a look in there, that wasn't too bad. What is the cheapest mower I can get myself? We can get a front-mounted mower fairly cheaply. Yeah, I think that a front-mounted mower might be the way to go with what we've got. How much would it cost me to lease the Kuhn that we have used before? To lease that would cost 918. To lease the Setnusel will cost me 612. Okay. To then lease a... Where are we? We want a windrower. Head out windrower. Without going for the really small ones, because I don't want a small one. So that is going to be 19. So to lease that is going to be 900. So we can lease that windrower. Yes. And we can lease this mower. Yes. And that leaves us with just £52. But it does allow us at the very least to make silage bales on our farm today. And so, yeah, we're going to cut both our fields. We're going to make silage bales. And hopefully that is going to be enough to get us through the winter. So let's go and grab the baler and... let's go and grab the mower and the windrower. We'll start with the mower here in the Valtra. Hook this up. There we go. And then, yeah, it's crazy how this has gone. I can't believe everything that we need to do for this is just that little bit nuts. We need net wrap for the wrapper, which is realistic, but of course it means you can't just do the job without having money and lots of bits like that. I think what we're gonna do is over the winter we are absolutely going to have to go and do some contracts. As much as I'm not wanting to massively rely on contracts, contracts are something that is a good source, especially on a start from scratch like this, early on, to get extra cash in. So I can't ignore them, and we are going to have to use them. And just the last little bit in that corner there, and we are all done for the mowing. That's taken us up to nearly 3 o'clock. We really do need to move on and get everything rowed and baled if we can. We can always start getting it wrapped tomorrow, but yeah, we really need to get this cut, rowed and baled today. We'll take this back down to the shop, drop this off here and grab the windrower. I do need to get my class tractor back to the farm at some point. It's spending an inordinate amount of time down at the shop here. There we go. Get this backed up. Admittedly, we could have possibly saved ourselves a little bit of money here. We've got the class combine, the class tractor with the front 3-point on. We could have just grabbed the small cheap mower and run the baler behind us. That might have run things a little bit quicker. The reason for getting the windrower, of course, was because previously we've done hay. So even now, I think I've gone about this a little bit the wrong way. Right, let's get this rowed up. Need to unfold it first. And yeah, I think like the last one, we'll take this time-lapsed as well. And that way we can go through and get it all done fairly quickly. We've just one little bit down in this bottom corner, and I have just realized something, and I am kicking myself so hard right now. If we finish this off and we'll fold this up, I have a horrible feeling that we have a load of net wrap on the farm. We didn't need to sell any silage bales. We didn't need to go through all this to get this done. We have everything we need at the farm. And yeah, I am very much kicking myself now. Because we've got net wrap for our own baler, which means we have net wrap sitting in the shed back at the farm right behind it. And that means we could have done those 2 contracts today and brought in a load of money. And that's really, really annoying. Yeah, all that mucking about, and somewhere around here, I'm pretty sure we have a pallet of net wrap. Not behind the baler. It's not in this shed here. There it is. An entire pallet of net wrap that we could have used. That is incredibly annoying, because yeah, that's about £20,000 that we could have grabbed from that. What we will do though, I think, is see if we could do some contracts over the winter. We might still be able to take a baling contract or 2. We've got no net wrap actually in our baler at the moment, so we are going to need to refill it anyway. And that's what made me think about it was, oh, I wonder if I've got any net wrap for my baler. Of course, last time we leased the baler, and now we own this one, so we have at least got that going for us. Let's do that. Net wrap is loaded. We can now go and bale these fields. It being winter time and it coming up to 5 o'clock, of course it's pretty dark at this point, so we're going to be baling into the dark. And this is the thing, we're not going to be able to see the bales, so nothing I can do about that. We can only create the smaller bales with this, which isn't a huge problem, because we are only wanting the smaller bales when we actually do the work. So we're getting 3,500 litres in each of these. That is not picking up. Why is that? No, that is picking up. Okay, we're good. Let's continue on. We're getting a decent number of bales off this field. I haven't reset the bale counter, so I can't tell from that. But certainly I'm dropping a good few bales out. We had 4 off just the headland, and I think we've had 2 off the main part of the field. So as a result, that's 6 straight away. And yeah, that will give us a good number of silage bales off here. Now we're probably gonna have to... Well, no, I will get this done tonight. We will go through and we'll get all of these baled across these 2 fields. It is getting pretty dark on here. The remaining job that we've got to do, getting these collected up and wrapped, we can do that next time. I might go and sell the remaining bales that we've got, the remaining silage bales that we've got wrapped already. Just A, to clear them out, and B, so that we get a bit of money in. We're gonna need something to transport these bales off this field. Ideally, I don't really want to be taking them across the road on the forks. We could also do with something to sell our milk, and we want to hold on to that a little bit more permanently. And we're definitely going to need something to sell the sunflowers come March. So at the moment, the stuff we're looking out for in the shop is transport stuff. And in the meantime, we've got to raise the money to make sure that when it comes up, we can actually buy it. Last row on this field, and it has got so dark. So I'm going to go and fumble around in the other field in the dark. Try and get everything baled up tonight. Shouldn't be too much longer, though. For now, though, I think we'll leave this here. So all that remains is for me to say thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please leave a like, drop us a comment, and give it a share. Special thanks to all my patrons and channel members. Your support is invaluable in making these videos and helping the channel to grow. For more from Virtual Farmer, check out the links below, follow on Twitch to watch live, and for more videos, subscribe and ring that bell. I will see you next time. Goodbye.